In this video, I teach you 12 mistakes I made in my first year as an entrepreneur.
Yo, James, you ready to film this vlog today?
Yeah, we're ready. Just respond to some Facebook messages.
Man, you've been getting a lot of Facebook comments these days, eh?
Oh yeah, tons.
Dude.
Oh, dude, no.
This isn't Facebook, man. Get to work.
Alright guys, welcome back to video number 7 out of a 100-day series here on my channel. So far I've had a great time talking to you guys, getting to know you guys in the comments and making these videos for you, and I cannot wait to bring more. Alright, so let's get on with the video. 12 mistakes I made my first year as an entrepreneur. Starting from number 12. Number 12, I blocked myself off from the world. What do I mean by that? Well, I've spent so much time focusing on my goals, I've blocked myself out from the world. I would spend hours and hours all day, every day in my room, not going out, not mingling, not talking to people, and that was a huge mistake. And I think when you do that, you're blocking off some of the things that can happen to you that can give you a better life. Let me explain. When I came to Bali, I met my buddy Alex through a co-working community outside of my villa. So in order for me to get there, I would have had to leave the villa to go see him. Another example, we went to this party, Mississippi. It's a huge outdoor club here in Bali, big pool, good music, good time, everything. We got an invite to go there, and then all of a sudden I see this guy flying around with the video camera, filming these kids, and I was like, yo, I need one of those guys. So I went up and talked to him. Now he's my full-time videographer. Check out his stuff below. His name is Matt, great dude, great stuff. That wouldn't have happened if I was sitting in my room hiding from the world. So number 12, blocked myself off from the world, big mistake, all right? Number 11, not knowing how to ask for advice. As soon as I started selling on Amazon, I had really good success. So I blew up in popularity in the groups. People looked to me for answers, and I felt like I couldn't ask other people who were having success for advice because I was supposed to be the guy who had the advice. So I really put myself in a position. Have I checked that aside and actually asked some of the leaders who were doing better than I was, I would have been able to be farther ahead in my business today. All right. Number 10, I didn't pat myself on the back. All right. Most of my life, I struggled big time with finances, with myself, getting out of my head. This year was a big time turnaround year for me, and it really took my life from 0 to, I'd say, 100 pretty quick. And I didn't give myself any credit to that throughout the whole year. You know, if I made like a $3,000 day, I didn't say, good job, James, that was a good time. You worked hard for that, you deserve it. I didn't do any of that. I was very hard on myself. So that was a big mistake. And that's something that I'm working continuously on, is giving myself some credit when credit is due. And I think that's really important as momentum is shifting being an entrepreneur. All right, so keep that in mind. Number 9, I thought I knew it all. Similar to number 11, as soon as I had success, I figured I took one course on Amazon, I had success, I'm like, oh, this is easy, and everything was working good. I thought I had all the answers, this is like a bulletproof system. Wrong. If you have that mentality, you will fail. Luckily, I checked myself before I wrecked myself, but I got very close to completely ruining my momentum. All right, so you don't know everything. You know very little, including myself. Everyone does. And I think it's very important to always keep learning something new. As you learn, you grow, and you expand into new, better ideas, and you become a better version of yourself. All right? So that was a big, big lesson of mine. Number 8, I lost my routine. When I was at home, I had a routine. I'd wake up, I'd go to work, I sit there, I go to work, and I go to sleep. That was a routine. As boring as it sounds, it was a routine. As soon as I moved out, I started traveling, I lost my routine. I was like, all right, I'm gonna wake up at 10 o'clock and we're gonna go to the beach today, and then we'll go back and do some work. and we'll do all that stuff. Lost a routine, lost momentum, all right? So it's very important, whatever kind of routine you have, to have that routine day in and day out when you're trying to build a business or start a new habit or anything like that. Have a routine, all right? Number 7, I got competitive. My ego got in my way. I started competing with people in the same niche as me. In my group, there's people that were coming in and trying to grow their groups. Mistake, okay? I'm not in a race with them. I'm not competing with them. I'm doing myself. And I have to provide value to my followers and the people that look up to me for advice, all right? I am not worried about what other people are doing. I'm worried about myself, all right? So my ego, big mistake. I used all that negative energy to try and push those people away instead of focusing on what I need to do to keep my foot on the gas, all right? So leave the ego aside and build the business, all right? Number 6, I compared myself to others, right? This is a very negative, taxing mistake that I've made when I was sitting at one spot, when I was just starting out. I was looking at all the people that are doing 20, 30,000 plus a month, and I compared myself to them. And that was very demoralizing and depressing for me to think about. I didn't feel good. I lost sales because I was like, I can't even make $100 a day, and these guys are doing $1,000 a day. How? What am I doing wrong? It's, you know, maybe this isn't for me, all right? Don't think about that. Focus on your game. That game will come later when you're doing the big days, right? But you have to start where you are, how you are, and move forward from there. You can't think about anybody else, all right? So don't compare yourself to others, all right? The next, number 5, I spent foolishly. As soon as money coming in, I had all this extra capital to do what I wanted. I was like, all right, I got some money now, I can go do my thing. I don't have to worry about anything. Wrong. Went to Thailand, I got a $3,000 villa, and it was like insane. I had a great time. And I was getting limo rides and do all these luxury things, and it just wasn't smart, all right? I lost a lot of capital that I could have used reinvesting into the next project or the next business, or into inventory. I could have spent on advertising to build up my personal brand or my YouTube channel. There's so many better options that I could have used that money that I spent on foolish items. I had fun, but in terms of growing a business, I made a mistake. All right, so I spent foolishly. Number 4, I put my head up. I took the eye off the prize. When I was living back at home, I had the office set up, everything was good. I had my whiteboard set up. I was communicating with my friends, my mastermind partners, where we explain ideas and things like that. We had this whole plan laid out, ready for business. When I started traveling, I took my eye off that plan. I was traveling and I was doing fun things and everything was great, but I took my eye off the prize and I slowed down, all right? That was a big, big mistake, and I think that when you're starting a business or a new habit, or maybe you want to get in shape or anything like that, I think it's important that you keep your eye on the end goal and you keep moving forward in that direction. That's something I did not do my first year as an entrepreneur. So don't take your eye off the prize, keep focused. Number 3, I didn't reinvest my income, all right? This was a huge drawback to what I was doing. Like I said in a previous step, when I made money, I spent it. I saved some, but I also spent it on foolish things, right? Did a lot of traveling, I did a lot of exploring. That was okay, but looking back, I wish I would have spent that money properly. Maybe it's a new asset, maybe it's a new business, a new product. You take the money that you earn from selling a product and then you reinvest the capital or the profits into new assets. So you're always expanding, always creating new income, always building for the future. Reinvest your profits, make some more money, all right? Number 2, I got comfortable. This was one of my biggest mistakes. It's number 2, I got comfortable, I lost the hustle. Gary Vee always speaks about it. As an entrepreneur, you have to hustle, you have to move, all right? I didn't do that. I got comfortable, I enjoyed the food, I enjoyed the luxury, I enjoyed waking up late in the morning. I didn't work hard, my work ethic went down. I didn't focus too much on moving forward. I stopped making YouTube videos. As you guys know, I got comfortable on Amazon. I stopped worrying about Amazon. I was making a lot of money in affiliate marketing. Big mistake. I could be leaps and bounds farther than where I am right now if I stayed on the gas and stepped moving forward. I could have used my profits, learned cryptocurrency, or I could have had, 6 products or 60 products and 30 brands or 3 brands by now. I could have had way more, been a way better situation if I didn't get comfortable, kept my foot on the gas. So number 2, don't get comfortable. Number 1, my biggest, dumbest mistake as an entrepreneur, I almost quit. That would have been disastrous, okay? If I quit, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be making videos right now. I couldn't do anything that I'm doing right now, okay? And there was a time when I almost did that. It was right before I got started on Amazon. It was negotiating with suppliers. It was late nights. On Eastern time, you're like a half a day ahead of the Chinese suppliers, and you have to spend late nights where you're 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning negotiating with suppliers that take an hour and a half to respond to a simple question. So it takes like 3 hours to communicate one little detail of the whole operation. That was really taxing, and mixed with negative talk, it was very draining, and I was this close to quitting. Had I quit, I wouldn't have got to Amazon, and I wouldn't have been able to do what I did. All right, so it's very important as an entrepreneur that when you're building a business, normally the toughest times are right before you're about to go up. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, I hope you guys found my 12 mistakes valuable. They're a big lessons for me, and I know that if you can learn from my mistakes and apply them to your own business and to your own life before you actually make those mistakes, I know that that would definitely save you time and money. All right, so thank you guys for watching video number 7. If you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks, guys.